So this week, Epic Games revealed their new Unreal Engine 5 during a special presentation of the Summer Game Fest with Geoff Keighley. During the presentation, we got our first look at what gameplay for the next gen is going to look like. Well, more in particular, what PS5 gameplay is going to look like. The Unreal Engine 5 demo titled Lumen in the Land of Nanite was showcased while running in real time using the PlayStation 5. Oh, and boy did it look good. During the demo, there was big emphasis on two components of the engine that are named Lumen and Nanites. It was explained that Lumen is the engine's illumination of environments. With Unreal Engine 5, environment illumination is very much improved and the light adapts automatically to geometry in the landscape based on the positioning of the light. Second aspect of the engine discussed was nanites. Now, I'm be honest with you guys, I'm no subject matter expert on engines and their technologies, so all I got from this explanation was, well, triangles. Lots and lots of triangles. With the vast amount of triangles, polygons, I don't know, whatever they're called, the engine is able to render high detail, high quality textures in objects such as statues and environments as shown in the demo. Audio improvements with the engine were also brought up, but not discussed to the extent that Lumen and Nanites were discussed. Well, I mean, what were my first impressions of the Unreal Engine 5 running on PS5? I mean, I like it. I like it a lot. The lighting effects, the high detail of objects and environments, and improved audio that Unreal Engine 5 provides will most definitely immerse a player in a game that indeed uses this engine. So this is just a glimpse at what the PS5 can do with this engine, and if gameplay can look this polished on a console, I'd say I'd be more than satisfied with buying a next-gen box than spending hundreds more or even thousands more of dollars on a PC just to reach those eye-melting visuals that we'd expect from a high-end PC. But that's just me, so let me know what you think about Unreal Engine 5 reveal and what it can do on PS5 in the comments below. A link to the Epic Games site will be in the description if you want to see the demo there. Also earlier this week, Tony Hawk's Proskater 1 and 2 Remaster was revealed. The game will be out for PS4 and Xbox One and is set to release September 4th. There are 3 versions of this game. At their typically different prices. You'll have the base game that is currently priced at $40, the digital deluxe at $50, and there's a collector's edition which comes with an autographed skateboard by Tony Hawk, and that's going to be $100. So link in the description for additional info on pricing, pre-order bonuses, etc. Now the final report for this video, it's an older one. It's an older story from last week, and a lot of people have been talking about this in the community, where a potential price for the Series X was speculated. So Geoff Keighley, last week he hosted an episode of Bonus Round, which he hadn't had in a while, and he had Michael Pachter, who's a well-known video game, social media, digital media, and electronics analyst. He had Aaron Greenberg, the GM of Xbox Games Marketing, and he had Peter Moore, former president of Sega America and corporate VP of Microsoft Interactive Entertainment, as guests during his little interview show. So during the interview, Keighley asked Pachter, they're talking about Xbox and the Series X, the show that they had May 7th with the Xbox 2020. So he asked Pachter about his projections on pricing for the Series X. And Pachter informed that from what he has seen at this time, he started off like this, that PS5 at this time will have to be tagged at about $500 based on all the components that go into it, etc., etc. So then Pachter stated at this time, it seems that Microsoft is in a position where they can undercut Sony on the pricing of their console, and that he can expect Microsoft to undercut Sony by at least $100. So he's expecting the Series X to cost somewhere in the ballpark of $400, stating that if need be, Microsoft is able to subsidize the first $10 million to make this happen. Series X for $400, I like that. That's a good deal. If you're talking to me, at least I think. So at this time, there's no official word from Sony or Microsoft regarding the pricing of the PS5 and the Series X. So be aware that everything up to this point in regards to pricing is merely speculation and could be wrong. So right now there's a clear standoff between Sony and Microsoft, and they're waiting for the other company to pull the trigger on making an announcement on pricing of their console. So it seems that right now Microsoft's currently in the driver's seat, and Pachter mentioned in Geoff Keighley's show that he expects that Microsoft will wait for Sony to reveal the price of the PS5 before they make their own announcement on the Series X. So Pachter mentioned that he expects Microsoft to wait. PS5 will make their announcement, and then Microsoft will probably make their announcement maybe like a day or two after the PlayStation 5. So they're feeling each other out. So it's really crazy. But yeah, it's very interesting, and it's very refreshing to see that these two companies, Sony and Microsoft, being in a standoff like this. Although it makes, I know it's making a lot of people itchy to not have information on pricing, release dates for consoles, or just generally more information on these things. But I think the competition will end up benefiting the consumer in the long run. This competition is gonna force out a good product from both ends. At least I'm hoping that's what's gonna happen. So gamers, consumers, they're gonna get good products in the end from both of these companies, and I think that's really good for everyone. But that's just my take. What do you think on the projections from Michael Pachter on the Series X? Tony Hawk being remastered, and the biggest thing this week was the Unreal Engine 5 reveal on PS5. So let me know what you think. This has been my take. Comments below with your thoughts. So yeah, if you like this video, be sure to subscribe and hit the like button. Follow me on Twitter at El Bumero. What else? I think that's it. I think that's it for the end stuff. So I really, whatever. So if you stayed to the end, amen, thank you. And I hope to see you in the next video. Consider yourself briefed.